In this tutorial, we will learn how to use CINAHL subject headings to search for articles in the CINAHL database. By the end of this tutorial, you will be familiar with the basic process of searching for subject headings, including the mapping display, scope note, and tree view. To access CINAHL, go to the JCU Library homepage. Here there are two ways of getting access to the database. The first is by going to Guides and then typing in your discipline. In this example, we will use nursing. This will match you to a discipline guide where you can select CINAHL from the list of databases that has content suitable for that discipline. Alternatively, on the library homepage, you can go to the Databases tab and type CINAHL and select CINAHL from the A to Z list of databases. Let's examine a sample research question, break it down into its key concepts, and demonstrate how we would search for them. Our research topic for today is looking at the prevalence of asthma in Australian children. Our three main concepts are child, asthma, and Australia. So let's type our first concept, child, into the search box. Next, ensure Suggest Subject Terms is ticked, then click Search. This page is the mapping display. It shows a list of subject headings related to our search term, child. Our results show an exact match for the term, and it is also suggesting alternatives which may or may not be relevant. The subject heading child seems to be what we want, but before selecting the subject heading, remember to check the scope note by clicking the yellow speech bubble to the right of the heading. This will help you determine if the subject heading is relevant. Does the definition fit the needs of our research question? If not, at this point you would check the scope note of a different subject heading. However, this definition appears to fit our needs. Close the scope note and click on the hyperlinked subject heading Child. You will be taken to the tree view. This displays our subject heading term in relation to broader and narrower subject headings. Note that there are three sets of checkboxes. The box on the left of the subject headings will find every article that has the specific subject heading assigned to it. If I tick this box for child, I will get every article that has child assigned to it as a subject heading. You can mix and match these boxes on the left to bring back different results related to the subject headings that you select. If you tick Explode, CINAHL will include the original subject heading and any narrower subject headings in your search results. This will broaden your result. This is important because articles are indexed to the most specific subject headings available. So using Explode will make sure you do not miss any relevant articles in your search results. If you tick Major Concept, CINAHL retrieves results in which the subject heading is considered the major topic of the article. This can be helpful if you find that your subject heading is very broad and has a lot written about it. However, in most cases, you will not need to use this checkbox. For this demonstration, we are going to click to the right of the subject heading Child to explode the subject heading and bring back everything that sits indented underneath Child. We are now provided with a blue column on the right that allows you to specify a specific aspect of your subheadings term. You can choose any number of appropriate subheadings that you deem appropriate. However, for this demonstration, we will ensure that the Include All Subject Headings box is ticked. Most of the time you would choose this option. However, there are sometimes specific headings that you may want to narrow your search results to. So go to the top of the page and wait for the Search Databases button to turn green, then click it. Our search is starting to build in the middle of the page, and we have over 700,000 articles tagged with the subject heading of child. In CINAHL, whenever you are searching a new concept, you must clear your previous search. So let's look for our next concept of asthma. Type that into the search and then look at the mapping page and see what subject headings are relevant. Again, always check the scope note before you move on. Asthma fits our concept, so click to the tree view. We can see here that asthma lives on 4 hierarchical trees. You can see they are listed under different broader subject headings. For example, immunological diseases, bronchial diseases, lung diseases obstructive, and respiratory hypersensitivity. It is important to browse up and down these trees to ensure you don't miss any relevant headings, and also so you don't eliminate any irrelevant ones. Our question is on the prevalence of asthma in Australian children, and we have determined that asthma is the best fit. So we are going to explode the subject heading asthma to bring back everything that is indented underneath it. Once we do this, we ensure we include all subject headings and click the Search Databases button. Now let's look for our final concept, Australia. Clear the search box and type in Australia. On the mapping display, make sure to check the scope note. Then click on the word Australia. In this case, Australia lives on one tree and has the states and territories listed underneath the subject heading. Because many health studies are conducted at the state level, we want all of these to be included. So we tick the button to explode Australia on the right hand side. Say for example, I only wanted studies tagged with Queensland. I could simply select to the left of the Queensland subject heading to bring back those results. We notice here in the History Notes field, it says before 2000, see under Australia. This means that if I want articles about Queensland which are older than the year 2000, then I would also need to select Australia as a subject heading to pick up those older articles. For our purposes, we're just going to explode Australia, so we'll click through to Search Databases, and we come to our results page. From here, we can combine our three concepts using AND. To do this, we must first clear the search box of any previous searches, then tick the boxes to the left of each of the searches that we conducted. By selecting all three and combining with AND, we are asking the database to return us results which contain in the subject fields the heading Child, the heading Asthma, and the heading Australia. After combining our results, we are left with 218 articles that we can look through. Looking at this result, we can see the article was returned to us because all of the subject headings are present. It is also useful to look at other subject headings listed in a relevant article, as you may want to include them in another search to locate further articles. This tutorial demonstrated how to use subject headings in the CINAHL database. To learn how to search using keywords in CINAHL, continue on to the next tutorial. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact JCU Library.